You're actually your sophomore middle blocker. Coach, if you just want to start with a brief statement about the match and all the events going on today, and then we'll open it up to questions.
Yeah. This match was a true team effort. Really appreciate the Supernovas for thinking of us and putting this on. It kind of almost fell apart at one point, and then it was back on, and it took some hard work and some extra meetings and things from people. So we truly appreciate that. Excuse me. Thanks for Creighton. This is obviously a great opportunity for both teams. We love playing those guys, and always been good partners in the city. And it's just a wonderful celebration of volleyball in our city, although that kind of happens almost every week, it seems like, anymore. So excited to be out there. It's always great to get our team out there in a big environment, and everybody left the match healthy, so that's good too. So that's last spring game is always a little nerve-wracking for me sometimes. So.
Now, what was it like to play Creighton and not have Kristen on the bench
It
over there?
was weird, yeah. I told Brian, I'm glad I'm your first handshake here. So when they did the announcements, it was weird. She's been there forever. I worked camps for her way back when, and so definitely weird. Brian's been around long enough. Angie's been there though, that they've had, it wasn't that weird. There's still a lot of the same faces, and but obviously different, and it was different.
For both players, just what do you guys hope to get out of the spring and with these practices and just this valuable time together?
Yeah, at the beginning of spring, we have an 8-hour week, and it turns into a lot of positionals, a lot of breakdown, which can be frustrating at times, but I think
What's frustrating about 8 hours?
Nothing in particular. But it helps us flow into those 20 hours, and we've all been working on our own individual things. And so it's good to be in big environments like this where we can see all of those things we've been working on for the past 4 months kind of come together and perform on a bigger stage. So.
Yeah, just off what Kaylee said, I think it's a good time to really break it back down and work on those small things that you can't always have time for during season. But it's a good time to just work on everything and get better for the next season.
It's an exhibition. What kind of satisfaction do you take out of winning that second?
I just think that it shows that we put up a fight against a really solid team, and obviously they lost some players from last year, but they made a run in the NCAA tournament, and that just gives us confidence that, I guess, going into non-conference, as that's how we begin our season in the August, that we can compete with these nationally ranking teams, and that gives us confidence going into that.
How much does last year's finish of the season motivate this team for this year?
I think it really pushes us to continue to work hard in the gym every day, and we know that we have a good potential to go out and compete with the best, so we just got to do that every night.
I think it meant a lot, especially coming off of my sophomore year. We ended up winning conference and going to the NCAA tournament, and so obviously it's not an expectation, but it's something that we strive for, and so that letdown, it just motivates you. In January when you first start, you're ready to go on every skill just because I hate the feeling of losing. So
do you want that to become the expectation at Omaha of NCAA tournament every single season?
Yeah, it's a goal in our handbook binder every single year. So I think making it a back-to-back-to-back thing is going to be huge for our program, and I think that should be the mindset of everyone on our team. So
Now you had 3 sets of weekends of matches. Where do you feel like this team is ending the spring season where you want it to be?
I told these guys on Wednesday that I thought we'd done a really good job of working hard every day. Sometimes motivation can flag a little bit in the spring, and I thought we got better, as a group corporately. So I was real happy with our spring training this year. We lost some big pieces from our team in the fall, and certainly in the ball control area. And I thought, we've done a nice job. Kaylee and Sarah have done a lot of passing 2 in a lot of rotations versus some really good serving teams. And then, we've had some pins that haven't done a lot of passing step up and do that. So, and some DS. So it's been a good spring. We've been pleasantly, I don't know if surprised is the right word, but it's just been good. I think it's one of our better springs in the last 3 years.
What stood out about Sarah and her ability to jump in like that as a freshman?
Yeah, Sarah's got a lot of energy, and she's really stepped up. She played for a little bit in the fall, kind of ebbed and flowed, and then this year she's kind of thrown in to be in the libero in every match we played. So I think she did a nice job. She does a good job of setting. She didn't get to showcase that as much tonight, but she's been really good in system for us with her setting, and then with her and Kaylee working together pretty well in serve receive. It's been fun to watch. It's hard to pass too. Not many teams do it for a reason. So.
Was it strange to see Ivy across the net? Or do you feel like you had a good scout on her?
No, it was definitely fun to play against her. And I mean, we knew what she does, so it kind of gives us a little bit of advantage. And just going out and playing how we know against her, we practice against her all the time. So, I mean, it was cool.
For both players, what is the significance of this event to be playing? It's an exhibition match, but be playing before a professional match in an arena like this.
I think it just it gives us the opportunity to play on a bigger stage and prepare for games like that in the fall, and I guess just kind of showcase what we've been working on. Like a couple weeks ago, we had a close scrimmage, and it's obviously more fun to play in front of people, but it's also hey, we've been working hard the past 4 months. We aren't just taking these months off getting ready for August, but it just means a lot that the community still shows out for us as well.
Any other questions?
I had one. I'm with the Gateway. With our 4 seniors leaving last year and then 6 incoming freshmen, are you guys able to get accommodated with each new become comfortable with these rotations that you guys will be in?
Well, we kind of run different rotations in spring than we will. We have 3 freshmen coming in the fall. They'll be here in June, and so we'll see what happens in the fall. We did kind of run a funky rotation this spring. We wanted to keep Kaylee on the right side, but also have her play all the way around. So we kind of had to massage our and run a 6-2, which is the trifecta of hard things to figure out. So we had to massage our lineup a little bit. And we got really comfortable with it as the spring went on. So, and we were kind of just who we were this spring, and so that made it a little easier too. We didn't do a lot of changing in and out. So, I don't know if I answered your question, but yeah, we're looking forward to the new folks coming in, and these guys have laid a really good foundation this spring, and we'll take some time off here, and then get into summer ball. So, and then it's special being here in Omaha playing volleyball. There's kids that just want to be in the state to play. They don't care which school. So, I mean, obviously, they might care a little bit, but there's kids that just want to be part of what's going on in the state of Nebraska when we're out there talking and recruiting people. So it's a neat deal. And this is just one more example of why it's great to be in the city playing volleyball.
We'll wrap it up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I thought it was just a fun opportunity to get to. Today was our last spring date or spring practice total. So it was a fun way to end the spring, playing a match in front of fans against a good team. We were able to sub everybody in and play everyone and find a way to scrap and win. We kind of talked in the locker room just now. You can't replicate 24-23 in a third set to win a match. So it's fun to get to do that in front of a crowd. I think for the first time we saw some nerves from some of our players, which is a good thing as well. We have some freshmen that were out there playing and new players and a lot of people playing in different positions and spots. And so it was good to create some opportunities for nerves because, again, we can simulate any score in practice, but it's never real until it's real. So that was fun. So thankful to the Supernovas for allowing us to make this happen and play this match. When we were told about this opportunity, we instantly jumped on it. Just what a cool opportunity. We hope that this will become a yearly thing and that we can do this again next year. Matt and Omaha, they do such a great job. They're such a fun team to play. He keeps getting bigger and bigger. We told our team this week, they're not like your typical mid-major team. Like they're going to be big. And he's done such a great job recruiting and they go fast. And so they're a fun, different team to play.
Are there any nerves for you? As a head coach here at Creighton?
No, I don't know. I think there are nerves before any game. I was just telling them nerves are good. Nerves means that it means something to you. And so I was just excited for this team to get to play again. I would say the emotion is just that our spring season's over, but they'll be back here in a few weeks and they'll be playing. I'll get to see them around and we'll do meetings next week. So no, I don't think there was any different nerves. It's coaching is coaching. I knew that it's for fun. We really preach this game like let's go out, let's have fun, let's play with a lot of joy. Yes, we hope to win just because it's fun to win. But at the same time, I think we had the right mindset going in that we were going to have fun and play hard.
What was it like playing against your former team?
It was fun. It was great seeing everyone, familiar faces, and just it was fun seeing them. And they're such a great program and a great team. And it was a good competition. For both players, just can you describe the transition from the moment you found out who was no longer your head coach to right now and just that roller coaster of emotions?
Yeah, obviously the first week is pretty challenging, but we talk about it a lot. Brian already did a lot for this program, and so a lot of practices and things feel the same. Obviously, Booth is such an amazing person, and so losing her is such a big deal, but we all trust Brian, and he's amazing. And, we really rallied together and just kind of as a program to kind of keep doing what Booth started. And so, it's obviously not easy, but it's getting better and easier and fun.
Basically go off of that. Being new here also, I didn't have the connection that deep with Booth. I was still new, but Brian again ran most of the practices, but it wasn't that big of a change for myself. But we just all stuck together and yeah.
Yeah, I want to echo that. I think something really important that this team did with no coaching and no telling is they worked really hard to stick together. That Sunday night that they were told this news, which was really hard to take for them, and we were all crying in that room. As a team, I know Ava was one of the leaders of this. Had the entire team at their apartment. They cried together. They apparently ate some cookie cake together, and even the next day, I think they were at hibachi together. So I think they were incredibly intentional about staying together. And I think a lot of teams could have taken that news, ran individually to their rooms, and thought the worst. And I thought what was really impressive, we found out after that they were intentional about sticking together. And I sent a message to the leadership of this team, just of how impressive that was. And I know Ava's response to that was it was a team effort, and just says a lot about the leadership of this team.
It feel good to be back in the volleyball court, back in the flow of things, and that seemed like everything felt back to normal on the court.
Yeah, it's so fun. I don't know. Playing in CHI is a lot of fun. Obviously, it's a little different from last time when I played here. It was my freshman year against Nebraska, so a little bit different of a crowd, but spring is so fun, and I feel like this is the more realistic game we've had season, and so I think that was really exciting. But yeah, it's weird that this is my last spring game ever. Even when they announced me, they said I'm a senior, it hit me. I was like, wow, that's really weird to hear. So super excited just for this next season. So
Rob Anderson loves to say that we've never won a match at CHI, so maybe we can count this as one, and then we can get a second one this fall.
Where have you seen the team just grow most from start to finish this spring?
Well, obviously, a lot of character was shown through tough times. I think, again, like that day was incredibly emotional. I think this team has always been so close. Like culture is always everything to this team, and what Coach Booth has built. And again, something that I've promised to maintain and keep going. But it easily could have went a million different ways after that day. So we found out Sunday. Monday was the press conference. We were already supposed to be off from practice that day. They actually had like a charity thing that day, so we had no practice. Sunday when they found out, the next day, Monday. So Tuesday was our first day back in the gym. And I was not sure how that practice was going to go. And I don't know what they told themselves or what, but it was honestly their best practice of the spring. And so I was just so incredibly proud of what they did and what they told themselves. It was a great lesson for me as a coach of just like the power of what you say to yourself. Because I know it was not easy for them to walk in that gym that day and play hard and compete hard and have fun and just play loose. And it was such a great practice, and they were able to build from that. And so I just think the character that they've been able to show themselves of what they can overcome when they stick together and like how strong they are as a group versus as individuals.
Ava, what was that message, I guess, just before that first practice to bring everyone together?
Yeah. Well, I think we just talked about having fun. And we knew it'd probably be up and down, and we were kind of expecting to maybe break down at points, and surprisingly we held through pretty well. But we just kind of came back to why we're playing volleyball, and it's because it's fun. And so honestly, volleyball is a lot of ours like escape for all of us. And so it was really nice to be able to just kind of go and play and forget about everything that's happening and lean on each other and just kind of have fun. And so
Ava, what's it been like having Ivy and then Eloise and Sage also all practicing here on campus, playing with you guys, and kind of as a leader on the team, just leading them into the Creighton culture that you built?
Yeah, it's so fun. Obviously, we lost a lot of people, but I love just being able to play with new people. I think it's so fun, and they bring such a fire, and I love getting set by Ivy. But even our freshmen that have came early, it's huge to be able to train with them in the spring. I feel like it gives us a big advantage. And so being able to have almost everyone here has been really big for us, and they're all so fun to play with. And even like we were talking about, we have a full new team, but we already have gotten so close. And when this all happened, it was really about just kind of sticking together, because through this short period of time, I mean, we've already been just as close as our last group was. And so that's been really big, just being able to build those connections and get close with them on and off the court.
And then what was it like for you having Kendra on the sideline today, like seeing her support, and then also looking up to her as somebody who has been able to go on the professional world of volleyball? What does that mean to you?
I mean, I can't say enough good things about Kendra. I mean, she's just really amazing. And the second I saw her, I mean, we weren't surprised. We're like, yeah, it makes sense that Kendra's on the bench. I honestly was expecting her to coach a little bit more than she was. But, oh my gosh, Kendra's just amazing, though. And I think seeing her there, even like I wanted her to kind of coach me. Like sometimes I'm like, Kendra, what do I need to do? And she's like, good job. I'm like, no, tell me what I need to do. Like, I don't know. But it's just good seeing another like familiar face and having her back. I know we all love Kendra and miss her. So it's really good to have her out there.
Ryan, what was that like to get? It was much of an argument to come sit in our bench, or was that complicated to get her?
None. I texted Kendra and Allison Witten before the game, our two supernovas, that, hey, if you get here early, I don't know what you have to do, but please know that you're welcome on our bench. And so Kendra came around just to say hi, and she started walking away. I was like, no, like get back over here. And it didn't take much more fighting after that. She was all in. She is such a volleyball nerd. And she could just live on a volleyball court. And so, yeah, it wasn't hard to convince her to come back and sit. And our alums are awesome, and they stay so connected to this program. And again, a huge testament to that is Angie and Coach Booth. When you've been somewhere for 22 years, you create incredible relationships. And it's always been impactful to me, like how many alums leave Creighton but stay in Omaha and continue to come back. And so we love to keep them around the program as much as we can. There are actually several of our alums in the crowd watching today as well. I know Lise Getzinger was here. I think Emma Ziegler was here. And so, yeah, we love having our alums back in the gym and on the bench. I think one day she's going to keep playing for a while and get her nursing degree. I wouldn't be shocked if Kendra was on a sideline coaching somewhere. So, yeah.
What do you mean being an Omaha native? What is the significance of playing in both D1 schools, playing before a professional volleyball match here in Omaha?
I mean, not a lot of people get the chance to do that, and it was just really exciting and playing for both awesome programs. And yeah, it's just a great opportunity, and I'm really blessed for that.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
you.